my channel, Coach Me Reed. I don't even feel comfortable in this room no more, y'all. Coach Me Reed here, and I'm so happy you're here. If this is the first time, whether you are watching the live stream or if you're watching the replay, if this is the first time you're here, I thank you so much for joining. I thank you so much for clicking on the video, and I hope that I can get you to stay. And if you feel like it, subscribing to the channel and checking out some more of my content. I do vlogs, I do lives, and I do fitness. That's what I do. I'm a plus size fitness coach. I do live Zoom workouts outside of YouTube on Zoom. If you want to sign up for those classes, the link is in my description box. I'm sorry, not the description box. It's on the main page under the link section. And you can sign up for those classes. They happen on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, they do. And the workouts are great for all fitness levels. If you would like to sign up for those, I would really love to see you there. That would be great. Hello, Solomon. Welcome to the live. Hello, Lala. My girl, Lala. How are you, Lala? Thank you, Lala. This blouse is from the House of Shein. I told you I don't spend a lot of money on my work clothes, but I try to make them look as whatever as I can, child. But I ain't spending lots of money, so Shein does me right, and they have stuff that's decent quality that I can keep for a while. What's up, Callie? What's up, Queens? Alchemy, my lady. How are you, love? I'm trying to locate another. I only have one that. Oh well, just have to. Okay. So I'm gonna eat my lunch. Well, I'm gonna try to eat because you know I'm gonna be talking and running my mouth, and it's always hard for me to eat and talk. So, what do I have for lunch? I have some salmon and some cabbage. Very simple. I told y'all I don't enjoy cooking, so I make things that taste good, that don't take a lot of time. Salmon was cooked in the air fryer. The cabbage, I just had to cut it, like slice it up and steam it for a little bit, and that was it. We done, y'all. Lala said, Queen, I see you eating that cabbage. Yeah, man. Because I need some cabbage. And what I do with my cabbage, guys, I take, you know those dark greens that be on the front of the cabbage that a lot of people peel off and throw away? I'm like, don't throw that away. Cut it up and eat it. Child, what you talking about? It's really good. And those dark greens have all of those rich nutrients that are so tasty and delicious for your body. It's really good. So, you know, simple diet, child. Simple diet. Make your food taste good, but keep it simple. You don't have to gorge yourself at lunchtime and eat all of the French fries and all of the cheesesteaks and all of the pizza and all of the Chinese food and all of the seafood boils and all of the everything else, burgers. All of them things y'all be eating. What's up, Tease? Hope you're feeling. I hope you're safe now and got out of that jam you was in this morning. All of the things, y'all. You don't have to eat that. Eat better. Take care of yourself. Start caring about you. Start caring about your health. Start caring about what you're eating. Now, what's up, Jay? My girl, Jay. How you doing, girl? Happy, what's today? Tuesday. Hey, Jay. Happy Tuesday. Oh, you at work now? Okay, good. So that means you got out of that jam you was in this morning. Because I was like, oh, Lord, child, what they doing to my girl? So, I have a little bit of a topic today. And my topic might ruffle some feathers, but we're gonna need a round table of my sisters of the same hue as me. Amen. Amen. We're gonna need to sit down, my black sisters. Brothers can stay too because y'all adjacent, right? We got the brothers over there and we got the sisters over there. So, oh, good. I'm glad, Tease. So let me tell y'all something. Okay. So you might have seen, I don't know, sometimes people just click on when they see somebody live and they don't really see what they, like what the title was or what they were going to talk about. So what I really wanted to talk about today is some things that I've been seeing on my timeline for a few days now. It's happened like maybe last week. So Kelly Price, she's a singer. And I don't like to talk directly about celebrities and what they got going on, but if they have a topic, but if there's a topic that comes up involving a celebrity that I want to talk on, then I will. So in this situation, Kelly Price she did a performance. Somebody sent something. Crystal, thank you, boo. Thank you for the floating hearts, Crystal. So Kelly Price did a performance, and during that performance, I guess her people broadcasted how she looked at the performance, and people on her social media were going in on her feet. They were going in on her outfit, on her stomach, on how she looked. And of course, the majority of the people that were commenting was black ladies. And some men too, men's too. Some of y'all black men's. Yeah, they were commenting on her foots, her appearance, how she looked, that she doesn't dress well, all of this stuff. So she got really offended by that. Kelly got really offended and she went onto social media. And Kelly said that all y'all black people, especially y'all black women's, y'all is disrespectful. Y'all have these degrees and them degrees ain't gonna get you into heaven. You don't know how to act. All of y'all DEI hires, y'all got fired. She went in. And this kind of ties into what I was speaking about the other day about how you can be affected by trolls and how stuff can trigger you, right? So she got triggered because people were talking about her feet, and what I think is she's sensitive about the way she looks. Kelly Price, for people that don't know, she's suffered and she's been in a fight. She's been in a tussle with her weight her entire career. Right? So just think about that. Think about what she's had to wrestle with being a person in the spotlight, being ignored, being overlooked for many years before she got her shot. There were many, many years that this lady, even she's on one of the biggest songs. She's on Get Money. Was it not? No. She's on the More Money, More Problems song. She's on that song. And I don't even know if she's in the video. They got her on the screen like this big because they didn't want to show her entire body. So in her whole career being in the music business, she's been ridiculed because of her size. So now fast forward to her being 52 years old. She's gotten to a place. You're gonna have to just keep up, Supremo. Look in the chat or look on the thing. It's listed there, dear. And she's been overlooked all this time, right? So now you're 52 years old. You've gotten your weight down, right? And here these people go again with your big feet and your stomach and your this and your that. And I believe she was triggered by that and just decided she was going to go on an assault of the entire black race. And people are offended by what she decided to talk about. People are, shit. Sorry guys, no cursing. All right. People are offended by that because she was talking about y'all, you black women's, y'all black women's and how y'all act towards each other. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, we can be, black women especially, we can be really disrespectful to each other. We really, our opinions of each other can be really harsh. And I think this, I was talking about this kind of yesterday when I was speaking about, being triggered, and I was speaking about, is the fact that we have thick skin, is that a trauma response? I think this whole situation kind of ties into that as well, because we develop a thick skin, right? You know, y'all know how I feel about that. You develop a thick skin, but do you really? Or is that just a trauma response? So why I'm saying that is, I think the way that we interact with each other, and especially you'll see that with mothers and daughters relationships in our community, right? Where they just can't get along for some reason. Like, they just cannot get along. So because they can't get along, they start lashing out at each other, and they're saying the most vile things to each other. And similar to how we have this familiarity with even people that you don't know, and how you'll be really disrespectful towards them and think that that's okay. I don't know where that comes from, but I think, again, it might be a response to some sort of trauma. Hold on, guys. I gotta take a bite. Hold on, y'all. So let me go back. So T said we can be disrespectful. I agree. I agree too. And I think it was more hurtful for Kelly because I'm just speculating. I don't know this lady, but just thinking about some of her history and what she shared online, and taking that same history and just relating it across the board. And you're different, the way that you look in our community, people are just going to be straight up with you, right? Like, if you black, you dark skinned, and this is something I dealt with growing up, especially in the 80s, because dark skinned girls were not in. As you see in all the TV shows, child, all the movies, who was the love interest? The love interest was always a high yellow, high bright, light and bright. Never a blizzy black girl. No. Coming to America. And as recent as, well, I'm talking about childhood, like Martin, and they were talking about that and how Pam was portrayed on that show as BDB, because you dark skinned and nappy, pretty much saying the same thing. And in Coming to America, Lisa was preferred over the sister. I forgot the sister's name. What was the sister's name? Patrice. Anyway, so colorism. Then we talk about how much we love thick people, but if you're too thick and you leaning over to fat, then people are going to constantly remind you of that too, right? Especially online, and people are going to get real disrespectful with how they tell you that. So I think that all of those things kind of triggered Kelly, and she, in her bonnet, child, went off on all of y'all. All of y'all in the comments. Supreme says, see how Negroes act. What's up, Supreme? Supreme. I love Kelly Price. I like Kelly. I can't say I love her because when she was on that daggone show, she was showing her hind parts. And a lot of her unhealed trauma was boom on the screen. And that's when I kind of saw it, that she's harboring a lot of resentment because of the way she was treated in the industry, which she's human, right? Like, I understand. But at some point in your life, you got to take responsibility for your own actions. That's just what I think. What's up, Tina? Everybody greeting each other. What's up, Corey? Jay says, I was doing nails. People with thick skin can be the most sensitive in some cases from what I've witnessed. Oh my God. I think I want to ban the term thick skin, because as I'm getting older, what I'm realizing is thick skin is really just a mask. You ain't got no goddamn thick skin. Now, some people are better able to cover how they feel, or some people it takes more to offend them. But thick skin is a callus. Do you want thick skin? Some hard ass heels, cracked, hardened. I don't know if I think thick skin, I think we took that term. But think about it, man. If you got thick skin, that's leather. And we talked about leathery behind looking skin the other day. And how some of these rappers are starting to look real leathery. And how black don't swell, black don't crack, but it leatherizes. Black don't crack, but it swells and leatherizes. So do we really want thick skin? Supreme said, I know you ain't talking about disrespectful, how you be trolling my chat. Who? That's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. T says, share codes. Hey, Jason. Supreme said, okay, I seen the title, Black Women Are Disrespectful. I agree. Good job, coach. Fabby. Hey, Fabby. Hey, everybody saying hi to each other. I'm trying to see if anybody is commenting. Hey, Brandon. Oh, you're welcome to my live, Brandon. I think this is the first time you've been here on my live. Supreme said, I think I love thick women. You just have to have a completely flat stomach. Listen, hold on. Bye, Tease. Thank you for being here, baby girl. Ooh, the chat. Ooh, oh, ooh. Hold on. Let me go back. Tina, did you get my note? Oh, Lord. Supreme. Ha! Crystal said, that damn mask. Okay, comic. Oh, that's Brandon. Brandon said, yes, there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. Just got to control your reaction, right? That mask is worn oh so well by most folks. Okay, true. True that. And I like what Brandon said too. He said there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. And I think that we've gotten to a place where there is something wrong with being sensitive. You'll be seen as sassy. You'll be seen as, I don't know what they call women that are too sensitive. Oh, overly emotional or whatever. But it's real to have reactions to things. People's words can be offensive. I'm not saying that you got to fly off the rails every time somebody says something that offends you. And maybe that's where the term came from, is that you like Teflon. So you got like Teflon skin. So if somebody says something that offends you, you're able to just block it. But I think we kind of wear that as like a badge of honor, when the reality is all of those times that people are throwing jabs at you, you're slowly getting more and more damage. You're getting more and more dents. You're getting more and more cuts, scars, scabs every time somebody throws a jab. So where do those feelings go? Where does that go? Like, you might not react, but where do those emotions reside? Is it after work when you stopping off and getting you that food you ain't supposed to eat and going home and gorging yourself? Is it feeling comatose at the end of the day and not having any energy to take care of yourself? Is it neglecting yourself? Is it neglecting your partnerships, your relationships, your children? Every time they ask you for something, you're snapping at them. Like, where does it show up? Because it got to go somewhere. So saying I have thick skin and I'm so well evolved, like, is that true? I'm not saying I'm just asking. Because we say that a lot. We say a lot of things, especially with social media and hearing the same terms over and over again. But the reality is, how evolved are we? Hold on. Sorry, guys. This food tastes good, by the way. That's one thing I sure don't like to cook, but when I put it in the I wish y'all could take. Y'all want to taste? Open up some cabbage. And I made this salmon. See the salmon? Who give me $20? Ooh, child. Ooh. You need me to do a dance? Wait, hold on. Let me do a little dance for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Get that booty off the floor. Who is that? I can't see who sent it. Oh, Nisha. My girl. My girl. Thank you so much. Big up to Nisha in the building, y'all. Showing up. Got me doing my little... Oh, what's up, Callie? Callie said, laugh my ass off. Leatherize. Yeah. That skin leatherizes, child. Oh, no. Are they trying to come in here? I might have to leave again. They be kicking me out of here. I think I'm talking too loud. I got to be more quiet so that they don't know I'm in here. This is really... Girl. Hold on. Tina said, wait, we gotta read what Tina said. Hold on. Tina said, the issue. Let me see if I can talk like Tina. Hold on. I don't think I can. Because Tina got this voice, boy. You gotta have like you gotta hollow out your throat, pause, and then you gotta bring it down. But then you gotta have like authority with it too. The issue. No, that sounds like Supreme. Okay, I ain't gonna try yet. I have to perfect it. Hold on. The issue is that not being easily offended is considered having thick skin. When was it not synonymous? Not being easily offended. But what I'm thinking about, Tina, is a little beyond that. Right? So we're not easily offended. Yes, but that doesn't mean that a microaggression might not initially offend you. You might not react. You might not think anything of it, but I can't say that it still doesn't do something. So someone coming to your chat, right? And saying you're a monkey, like let's take it to like a cold, right? That comment, you're a monkey, that might not offend you. You might be like, oh yeah, I'm a monkey, no problem, keep it moving in the chat. Like, it doesn't stop you from going. But what I'm thinking about is, like, you know how like they say you can smoke cigarettes, nothing will happen to you, right? So you smoke for 10 years, you good, no problems. Then that year 11, all of that constant smoking, you start having effects. You start getting the high blood pressure, the everything else that goes along with the smoking. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, are these like little jabs that over time create something else? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. In my head, it makes sense, but I don't know if I'm verbalizing it in the right way. Like, every little thing might not cause you to react, but that doesn't mean that the outward reaction doesn't mean that there's not like an internal something that happens. Brandon said, no, I've worked out with you before. You worked out with who before? Not me. Me? Oh, you did, Brandon? Oh, I'm mad loud. You did, Brandon? You did like what? The Saturday workout? Like when I was in the gym? I know I'm probably wild behind in the chat. Woo, Lord, we're gonna have to start from the bottom. Lord. All right, let's start from the bottom. Sorry, guys. You know how it goes when you're in a coach meeting reading chat, child. Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay. Damn, I know some of y'all are saying some good stuff. I see comments in here. Ooh, let me see if I can quickly not say anything and just read the chat. Can I do that? Y'all think I could do that? Yo, Nisha is dope, yo. That was so fire. Like, you got me doing my little jig. Wait, I was like, wait, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, behave. Has the term been hijacked? I think it has. I don't know. This is a difficult topic for me to understand. Hold on. This is a... Hey, King Grayson, before I get into my Supreme Voice. What's up, King Grayson? What's up, King Grayson? How you doing? This is a difficult topic for me to understand. So I'm trying to grasp the understanding from the sensitive people. And that's the thing. Like, wait, somebody else sent me money? It says $22.74. What's going on? Ah! Oh, Nelly! Hi, Nelly. Thank you so much, Nelly. What can I do for Nelly? I don't know. Like, I gotta give her another dance. Wait, hold on. Child. Thank you, baby. Let me like that. Let me heart that, child. Y'all are dope. Thank you very much. Brandon said, exactly, Supreme. You're brainwashed by what you think should be a man. You've been stoic so long that you think emotions are a female trait. Ooh. Who said that? That looks delicious. Super chats. Fine girl. Coach. Laughing at me. No idea what I said. Brandon says, see, us old heads will regard you as a roughneck. Gotta get a roughneck. Leave me alone, chairman. Let's get them ASMR views. What was I doing? Oh, eating? The eating thing? Child. I'm just sitting right here relaxing, about to get my day started, and a little excited, getting ready for this Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. Is that boxing? I don't watch boxing. Boxing. What? I do not watch boxing. However, I do like to box. Wait, King, wasn't you showing me how to box the other day? Like, you was like, you gotta throw your hip. You gotta throw your hip in it, right? I would knock a chick out, you know what I'm saying? With the 1-2, I could hit. I might not be able to box, but I could hit. I love how Tina told me too. Tina be like, I can't do it. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get it. Tina got that voice. You know you ain't supposed to wear shoes in her house, child. Supreme, I'm not trying to sell you, honey. Supreme said, Coach, you're not going to sell me or Tina on this. I'm not trying to sell you. And who told you to speak for Tina? Huh? I ain't trying to sell nobody. People can think whatever they want to think. I'm just pretty much speaking out loud and talking out loud. What I think, what I view, what I say, you might not agree. Just like I don't agree with all that sugar you eat and how much you be sitting down and not working out. I don't agree. But I can't stop you. Huh? So, you know, everybody's not gonna always agree. That's all I'm saying. I got people that argue me down why they're not gonna work out. And what am I gonna do? I can't push your ass into the gym and make you do it. You can have the equipment lined up at your house and not use it. Walk past it every day, real disrespectful, like, and side eye it, like, what you doing here? Shit. Brandon said, especially not to make this weird, melanated people let too much slide. What do you mean? I would love to hear more about that. What do you mean that we let too much slide? What's up, old dog? Nelly said, hi, everyone here. He said, damn, I don't know, Preem. I see her daily getting it. What? What he said? Supreme said, your philosophy is fundamentally flawed, man, but I still support you. What I'm saying is my view, my opinion. So no one's opinion can be flawed because everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone is entitled to their worldview. And I am a big believer in that. And I'm able to hear other people's worldview without getting crazy or feeling like they're, they shouldn't be saying what they're saying. I think that is a flawed way to think. Because not everyone is going to think like you. Not everyone has the same experiences as you. Not everyone has the same type of coping skills or alleged coping skills that another person has. Everybody doesn't have the same things. Everybody doesn't have the same skills. So one person may view this way. Another person may view that way. It is what it is. It's like me going around with every person, every bereaved parent, right? And if they aren't able to behave the way that I behaved when my daughter passed, that's like me saying, you weak, because you can't handle it. Who am I to say that? Who the hell am I to tell somebody else whether they're weak or strong based on the way I reacted to my trauma? You understand? So I can't speak to that. I can't speak to how everybody thinks or what people's views are. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just speaking. And you can say your opinion too. I think that's cool. I think it's cool to be able to talk and everybody can have a difference of opinion and we don't have to, at the end, agree. We can just have our difference of opinion and keep it moving. Ain't that a beautiful thing, child? Supreme said, just for the record, me and Coach get along like cousins, but we argue like cats and dogs. We're not even arguing. You don't want to argue with me, Supreme. I'll have you jumping up and down on that truck. Woo. I love y'all. Shut up, Jay. Jay said, no, it makes sense. Oh, Jay, why you said that? Shut up, Jay. That shit don't make sense. You just agreeing with the black woman. I know, I'm always behind in the chat, child. Like, super behind. All right, now I really have to go to the end because I got to go. I love y'all. Thank you so much for continuing to chat and to hang out with me and stay here. Because, child, this girl right here trying to eat and be in the chat. Oh, Jay, child. What day? That was yesterday? I think yesterday I was in Elevator's chat. Sorry, guys. And we was talking about, I forgot what we was talking about. But at the end, we was talking how you talk. Sabrina said, discontinue this chat. Shut your blood clot mouth. And we was like, period, I ain't even gonna hold you. Child. I'm just looking to see only, A man cannot be a woman, for real. Wait, what are y'all saying? Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry, but you know. Ooh, hi, Janet. Guys, anybody that came into the chat, just please understand, like, this is not, I'm just vibing right now. I apologize if I missed you. Ooh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. You sent me $10 on cat. Wait, hold on. $10. What's up, Professor X? Stupid. Supreme said, when did we get to a point where everybody has to be sensitive about every damn thing? I was raised by a man that was born in 1933. You see the vein popping out my head? Woo, take a deep breath. To each his own. That's what I say. I can't stop. I've learned. I was talking about this with a friend of mine who sits there and wants a particular person to see things her way. And I'm like, let's take a step back for a sec. Think about the amount of brain power you're using right now. And this happens a lot. I'm not sure if it only happens amongst our community, our black women, black men. I'm not sure. But you don't have to, everybody's not going to see things the way you do. And it's not your job to argue your point until somebody else believes what you're saying. They're just not going to hear you. They're just not going to understand. Or they're just not seeing it the way you do. And that is okay. Why do we want everybody to see the world the way we do? What is that? It's okay for somebody to have an opposing view than yours. It is. Like, what are you going to do? You can't change people's minds. Or you could try, but I'm not going to waste my energy really trying to change how you view the world. That's for therapy. You need therapy for that. Not me. Therapy. You got to pay somebody big bucks to help you with that, child. Really, King Grayson, you don't like football? My husband, BFF, he loves football. Listen, football season come, I already know what it is. I already know, child. Brandon said, what a sensitive position to not realize you hold, Mr. Supreme. Okay, Brandon, you win. Brandon said, I think Mr. Preem is hypersensitive to hypersensitivity. Okay. I mean, you guys are gonna. I heard that you said you wanted to do like a panel with YouTube. I think that would be a good discussion to have. Thriller in Manila. I want to hear more on that too. On what to, I don't know. Coach, you're not answering what I'm asking, so I'm not getting an understanding of your position. I don't know what you're asking. What are you asking? No. Opinions absolutely can be flawed. People can be wholly misinformed and uninformed. I'm not saying that the opinion can't be flawed. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that everyone is entitled to their opinion. That's it. I ain't say nothing about the flawedness or not flawedness of their opinion. And then who is to determine what is flawed and what isn't? Who's to determine that? Who's to determine that? And who has the energy to determine that? I don't know. Maybe I just think differently. And I know sometimes people, when I say that, people will say, well, how do you feel about people that think all black people are lazy and shiftless? I mean, what do I think about it? I think that that is the result of very, very good marketing. That's what I think. But is it true? And if you believe that an entire race of people is lazy and shiftless, then what does that say about you? Obviously, you have a very closed mind, but is your opinion, are you entitled to your opinion? Absolutely. Absolutely, you're entitled. Do I have to agree? Absolutely not. I hope y'all can understand that. I don't know. If y'all gonna be arguing, I hope y'all are not arguing in here about whatever. That was supposed to say, let's continue this chat, not discontinue. Oh, Lord. Hey, Zira! I'm not leaving quite yet, but soon. Brandon is a comedian and protagonist by nature. You have to understand where he's coming from. Yeah, Brandon has the type of, he has like a dry humor. Brandon has a dry humor. Mm-hmm. Hi, Kiki. He said, yes, thank you. Callie said, I'm looking at protagonist in the dictionary. Supreme said, I understand, Coach, and you're right, but is there a right or a wrong? Who's to determine what is right and what is wrong? Who? Who's to determine that? Brandon said, everyone is stupid but me. I just think if we focus more on, honestly, this is like, to be real, like this is my straight up and down philosophy for life. If we focus more on what we can control than trying to control others, you'll be a happier mother lover. I'm telling you right now. But we spend so much time trying to control others and not focusing on what we can control. Bars. And what can you control? You can control what the hell you eating, somebody. You can control how often you move that body of yours, how much water you intake, what you read, what you listen to. You can control that. Well, to a certain degree, right? Sometimes you can't. Like if you're at work and you work like in a store and they're playing that music all day, you can't really control hearing that, can you? But you know what I'm saying. There are certain things we can control. Focus more on that. And when people have opinions that are different from yours, if you can learn how to hear what they're saying and learn from it, learn from an opposing view other than your own, it helps you to become a more evolved person. But sometimes when we hear an opinion that's not like ours, the first thing that we do is block it. You're dumb. You have no idea what you're talking about. But you're not, like, look at it in a different way. How did they arrive at that opinion? Where did that come from? That's just how I think. Wow. Who's the main character in his mind show? What are y'all talking about? Oh, look at Corey. Hey, Corey, I didn't realize you were still here, Corey. Corey said, that's so true. I always say I'm not in the business of convincing. Yes, if you don't agree, you don't agree. Right, right. And that's okay. Like, I think sometimes people get really, like, caught up in making somebody see their point. But you can say your point, and then other people might not agree with it. And I think sometimes when you're expressing how you feel, people think that you're trying to convince them. Let me just say this. Look, disclaimer over here on this channel. What I say out my mouth, I am not trying to convince you. I may be trying, when I talk about fitness, when I talk about my wellness journey, when I'm showing you what I do, when I'm showing you the food I'm eating, I am trying to encourage you. I'm trying to model for you how you can start to change things that you eat. You can start to change how often you're working out. Yes. But can I physically make you do anything? No. You're going to do what you want. You gonna go in that drive-thru and get that McDonald's. I can't stop you. You gonna get extra grease on your French fries. I can't. Nothing I can do. I'm gonna watch you do it while I eat some pomegranate instead of popcorn, because it's like, because you just, you know, you can take the seeds like this. So I'll watch you. I'll eat some pomegranate and watch you. And be like, look at that fool over there talking about, Coach, look at me. I just drank a whole gallon of corn syrup. Mm-hmm. As I drink my water. You did what? Whose throat is that corn syrup going down? Same thing with other people's opinion. It's their throat that they crazy ass opinion is going down, not yours. So why let it raise your blood pressure? Trying to encourage them or trying to convince them to do something else. I never understood that. Like, I be watching, like, people be going crazy, like, trying to get, like, see my side of things. And I'm like, why? What is Tina saying? But that's the thing. Everyone is not entitled to their opinion. Wow, Supreme. So now you are in control of other people's opinions? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. You're putting a lot on your shoulders. I don't. Sure. Babylon. But I'm saying chemistry, certain compounds can never be dirty, even going through the dirtiest. Talking about one person in the chat and all these people. Yeah, YouTube, that's what I even look like. Just remove that part. Because YouTube be lying. Oh, Lord, you guys are going in. I ain't even reading all of that. Yeah, YouTube be, but you know what, guys? Like, YouTube be tripping. But we're not going to let YouTube trip and stop us from doing what we got to do. We're going to keep posting. We're going to stay consistent. Ooh, there's something in my teeth. Sorry, guys. That's another reason why I don't like to eat while I'm doing my live. I got a toothpick waiting for me. I mean, not a toothpick. I got my floss. After this, I'm going to go in the bathroom and I'm going to, my teeth. Brandon doing Brandon, Brandon gonna do Brandon, y'all keep doing your, wait, Brandon, what happened? What they said? Brandon, is it opposite day in your world? Listen, y'all trolling Brandon. Leave Brandon alone. I guess I'll get more of an understanding when you guys do the panel. Supreme said, I'm literally listening to people on YouTube saying that there's no right or wrong and it's all subjective. That's their opinion. Is it right or wrong? But then when you think about it, like, who determines what is right? Who determines what is wrong? Who determines who should have an opinion and who shouldn't? Like, who is determining this stuff? Did someone answer that? Hey T, I wasn't really offended by Kelly Price. I was just saying that because I knew people would click on that when they hear, oh, she's offended by Kelly Price. But to be honest with you, I hear what she's saying. I do think that Kelly Price, her reacting the way that she did. So let me just backtrack a little bit, T. So what happened is Kelly was trolled online and she came on to her social media fully clad in a bonnet and started speaking about black women and how we're all very disrespectful and we shouldn't be speaking about how big her feet are and her outfits. And maybe somebody will come online and tell you look like a gorilla, or maybe somebody will come online and say that you look like the Swamp Thing or something else she said. But you can't, like, she she said that she does her craft well, which she does. Kelly Price, that's the one thing that lady can do, is sign her tail off. But the thing that I've seen, I haven't seen her recently, but the last thing I remember of Kelly Price was her on that show Divas, or R&B Divas, and she was not a very sweet and welcoming black woman on that show. So for her to say that black women are disrespectful, I guess that also does include her, right? Because she is a black woman. So that's kind of where I was coming from with that. But at the same time, to be honest with you, I think people are entitled to their opinions, and agree with that or not, I'm entitled to my opinion. And if anyone in the chat can please answer for me, if people are not entitled to an opinion, then who determines who is entitled to an opinion and who isn't? Who determines what opinion is correct and what one isn't? Who are the determiners of that? Somebody, please. Hey, what's up, Ivan? My guy. Ivan, I am training today. I'm doing my class at 7 p.m. and I'm going to go live. So, guys, let me wrap this up because I got to go. So, if anybody else wants to continue this conversation later, you can. I just kind of wanted to get on here and just kind of talk. I didn't really have any real talking points. I just wanted to talk about it. So, if you want to continue this conversation, you most certainly can. If you want to change it, if it bred some beautiful, deeper conversations, hopefully they can be positive, or at least be productive conversations that happen. That'll be awesome. But I just want to wrap this up. What's up, Stidash? What's up, Stash? My guy, Stash Cast, always popping through and showing love. I appreciate you. Did anybody, I know that you guys are going to do this, but I know y'all are going back and forth and you're going to end up doing a chat yourselves, Supreme and Brandon. But did anybody in the chat answer the question I had? Who determines what opinion is legit, or who should have an opinion, who shouldn't have an opinion? Who determines what opinions are right and what opinions are wrong? Who determines when someone is allowed to express their opinion? Like, who are the determiners of these things? Brandon, I appreciate all of the back and forth. I appreciate everybody having a conversation. I hope you guys are keeping it respectful. I have to be real, I wasn't really reading everything. I might go back and look at it later. Yeah. I appreciate y'all though. Comics are automated based on highest order of trolling. The art of language, timing, and relatability allows you to stand in both arenas. Troll, you are, sir. I don't consider myself in such wildly limiting terms, but you'll probably think I'm a racist leftist. A radical, my bad, radical leftist. If that's true, we'll never agree on anything. But you don't have to agree. Why do we have to agree? I don't get it. Two main questions. Why do everybody have to agree? And who determines who should have an opinion and who should? Who shouldn't have an opinion and who should? Because somebody, I think it was you, Supreme, you said that some people are not entitled to their opinion. So who determines who's entitled and who's not? Please. Angel! You know what, Angel? I would like to have this conversation with you, because we can really stick to the point. I don't know if you do that, like if you have somebody like a host, or not a host, like a co-host on your lives when you go live, because you be going in, Angel, like you go in. But I would like to talk about this. Kelly Price has a lot to take accountability for. She means all well. As much as I love black women, we can't be short with each other, yep. But I hate generalization. Black women are not monolithic. True that, we are not. However, across cultures, across within our with under the umbrella of blackness, we are disrespectful to each other. And not just black American women, Caribbean, like we the worst critics. I think because we see ourselves in each other, or we see something that we want to be in another black woman, or whatever it is, but we at each other. This fake sisterhood, all of that. I really wish we wouldn't do that and we would really celebrate each other. But child, she's not wrong. And she's also guilty of it too. But then I start thinking about what is that? Like, where does that come from? Why does that happen? And there's a whole lot of other conversation that can be had based on that. And I really wish I could stay longer, guys, but I have to go back to work. And I just want to wrap this up and say, guys, everybody that's coming in, I see Lily here. Hi, Lily. Epi. Yes, I'm coming. Epi, I see you. All right. Damn, I want to y'all keep talking. Oh, thank you, Angel. I've been working, girl. I've been eating my healthy foods and whatnot and working out. Thank you so much. Yo, Elevated. Yo, what's going on? Elevated blessing me with $10. Oh my God, Ratik. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Elevated. Yo, that's my boy. Yo, Elevated, I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm really proud of you doing your daily panels and really sticking with it and having topics and having like talking points. That shit is fire. Like, you are really developing. Okay, I gotta go further. All right, damn. Sorry, guys. All right, love y'all.